Hey guys, it's Alyssa from AlyssaNalani.com. Welcome back to my channel. I wasn't going to film this video today because I already posted on the channel today and I thought I would just kind of push this out a little bit more, but it is on my calendar to get done today, and so I thought I would take a few minutes to just push through it and get it up. This is going to be very raw, probably not much editing. But I needed to get it on the channel, if not solely for my sake, because I committed to doing to-do lists at the beginning of every month, and I've already skipped April. We're not going to talk about that, but I already skipped April. I need to get back in the saddle, so to speak, and get this done. So I am also going to be just chatting a little bit about some of the changes that have occurred in our life and what I'm looking forward to moving forward. So first things first, we're going to do the to-do list. And I'm reading it off my computer because, truth be told, I have not even written my list in my planner yet. At least I don't think so. I think I have a first draft in my personal size, but I haven't written the whole thing down. Anyway, so I'm reading it off my computer because it's posted on the blog, and that's where we're going to go off of. All right, so the first item on my to-do list is I want to post 8 videos this month. And then I have a part B to that, and that is to post those videos on Wednesdays, Sundays and Wednesdays. I did post on this past Sunday, and I did not post, let me check my calendar. What day is today? Thursday? Yeah, I did not post yesterday. I filmed yesterday, but I did not post yesterday. So I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. I'm using this week to just kind of catch up because there are videos that I needed to do that I hadn't done, and I just needed to catch up on them. So yeah, I'm going to get those 8 videos done, but the reason behind doing or setting specific days for posting is I just need to work on my consistency. I don't want to just post willy-nilly because I have future plans that are going to require the discipline of consistency here on the channel, and so I need to get that going. The second item on the list is closely related. I want to publish 8 posts on the blog, and the part B to that is to post or to publish those posts on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And again, I'm kind of off this week, but I hope to kind of get that into gear next week. And it's for the same reason. I want to really work on consistency. I don't know if there's a secret sauce, but when I hear YouTubers say, "Hi, my name is so-and-so, and this is my channel, and I post every, certain day or certain days," I'm like, but like life happens. Do you really like post on those specific days and like consistent? Anyway, I need to learn how to do that. So we're going to be working on that this month. Okay, number 3 on the list is I want to read 5 books, and that is something that is on every list for the months. And I think I did fairly well last month. I don't remember, but I'm on a good roll for meeting that this month. I've been cranking out some audiobooks, and I'm blocking out some time to read actual hard copy books. So I shouldn't have a problem meeting that this month. Number 4 is to do a photo shoot with my brother. So I need to update some of the photos that are on the blog, and I need to have a good cache of photos to use for content in the future because I have some plans for that. So I need to do a photo shoot or 2 with my brother, who's going to be taking those pictures for me. The 5th thing is something that I actually already got done, but I did put it on my list at the beginning of the month, and that was to move and arrange my desks. So I have 2 desks. I have the one that I'm sitting at here. This was my desk that I originally had when I lived back with my parents before I got married. And then I had the desk that I got when I got married and moved in with my husband. My brother gifted me a new desk for our travel trailer. And so that desk is actually right to my left. And it was originally in my bedroom because I had planned to do desktop planner videos in my bedroom. But the lighting in there is not what I need it to be, and so I moved in front of the window in my office so that I have better lighting on a more consistent basis. So now I have 2 desks in my office, and it's a little crowded, but it's going to work, and we should be good. So I've already gotten that done. The next item is number 6, and that is to nail my morning routine. You guys, I don't remember if I've had this on previous lists this year, but this is something that I've struggled with for years. I mean, 4 years. I have not had a job that has required me to get up in the morning at a certain time and be out the door at a certain time for quite some time. And even before I was working, that kind of normal job when I was in school, I struggle with mornings. Let's just put it that way. I struggle with mornings. And so now that I'm in a position where, again, I don't have to be up at a certain time and be someplace at a certain time every day, I really struggle with having that consistent morning thing, because my brain is just like, ooh, I want to do that, and ooh, I want to do that, and ooh, I should tackle that. And there's not necessarily anything wrong with that, but the discipline of routine is such an important thing, and I just need to be better about it. So I'm nailing it down. And I've done pretty well the past several days where I've gotten up and forced myself to do the next thing that's on my list. So I'm getting better at it, but I really want to get it solidified this month. The next item is number 7, and that is to reorganize our master bedroom. So I had what I thought was going to be the plan for the master. Now that I've moved the desk out, I've got a bunch of stuff in the master that needs a home now. So I need to reorganize it, figure out what we're going to do, and get it clean, because it is the last room in the house that doesn't have it together. And I feel bad because my husband comes home and our room is a mess. And I just, I want him to have just calm instead of chaos when he goes into our room. So I need to get that under control. Item number 8 is to plan Instagram content. So there are a few people that I follow on Instagram who I look at their stuff and I'm like, man, I need to get it together. Their stuff is branded, their aesthetic is just so on point, and they've got a method. And not that I want my Instagram to look too, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want it to look too polished. I want you to know that this is my life, this is my real life. But I do want to create a kind of a better overall look. And I really want to work on my IG story game, because I love stories, and with the way the Instagram algorithms work, IG stories are a great way to kind of boost your traffic on your actual feed, and get people to go to your actual feed. If you use your stories right, you can do that. So anyway, I'm learning, and I want to plan better content moving forward so that I know what I'm posting on any given day. So working on that. Okay, number 9 is to write content for June and July. Yeah. So if you watched my second to my last video, where I reviewed this planner, this is my Wordsworth planner, which is the new planner that I've added to my stack. I'm really trying to work on content planning. So I have my month here. This is for May, and I really want to get going on my plans for June and July. So I've got a bunch of blank space to work with. There we go. And I want to have it planned. That way, when life hits, I know what I need to move around. I know what I'm expecting from future weeks. I know what I need to fit in. So when life happens, which it will, I'm not like, oh, let me just go do this other thing and then derail myself because I don't know what I may be compromising. Does that make sense? So in other words, if I don't know what I'm trying to do, then I won't know. I'm making this more complicated than it is. Basically, I want to know what I want to get done in the future. That way I can plan around it. That way when life happens, I don't get so derailed. There we go. That's what I was trying to say. Number 10 is real simple. I'm already working on it, and that's to plan Mother's Day. We're hosting our families, both my family and Steven's family, at our place for Mother's Day, and we've already got the plans in place. And tomorrow, I just have to go to the grocery store and get all the stuff so we can execute it well on Sunday morning. Number 11 is to write half of a season of a series of shows that I'm planning on doing. So yeah, I've been brainstorming a new idea for a series of YouTube videos, and I have the plan. Now I have to write the content so I can make the videos. And so my plan for May is to get at least half of what I'm calling a season written so that I can start production on that. So I can start playing around with the video and figuring out what will work and all that kind of stuff. So basically moving on to the next step. Write the stuff so that I can move on to the next step of production. And this probably won't happen for a while, but I'm really, really excited to see how this will work and what kind of content I come up with in the next several months. All right, I'm almost done. I've got 3 more. Number 12 is to design the set for the aforementioned series of videos. So I want it to have a different look, and so I need to kind of conceptualize what I want it to look like and then make it happen. So that is also something I want to be working on this month. Number 13 is to menu plan all lunches and dinners for the house for all 4 weeks of this month. I kind of sort of am already behind on that this week. I planned a few things, but not the entire week, and so we're just kind of trying to use up the food that we have in the house before I do another grocery haul. And so, yeah, this week is a little bit of a wash, but I'll hopefully get everything back into running order next week. And then the last thing I need to do is buy a new external hard drive. So I'm running out of space on the current external hard drive as well as on my computer. And with how I want video editing to go here in the future, I need more space. And so, yeah, I need to buy a new external hard drive. And now just to update you on what's been going on. So if you followed me here on the channel for some time, you know that we have moved. My husband and I moved into a house, and we are rooming with my brother. He's got the upstairs of the house, and we have the downstairs bedrooms, and then we share living space. And this was something that we kind of talked about off and on for a while, moving out of the trailer. We knew we wanted to move out, obviously, at some point, but the way in which it happened and kind of jumping on it in the time that we did wasn't something we were expecting. And so it kind of felt funny for me because right before we made the decision, I decided that I wanted to start talking about the trailer. And so I did a blog post called 5 Reasons I Think That We Live in a Travel Trailer. And then shortly after that, we were like, okay, we're moving out of our travel trailer. And I had had plans to kind of walk you through and give you a tour of the trailer, and we were going to do some renovations to it. And we had all of these plans. And just based on some of the long-term goals that we have and some of the other variables that are a part of our life right now, we decided we were going to take the leap, go ahead and rent a house, and move forward that way. So some of the plans that I had made at the beginning of the year in regards to showing you guys our travel trailer life are no longer going to happen. However, I will be doing a video probably sometime this month talking about why we lived in a travel trailer for a little over 2 years and what we learned out of that and some of the pros and cons and some of our recommendations for anybody who might be interested in the travel trailer life. Okay, so now we're in a house and everything's working out well so far. God's been really good in just blessing us with the financial resources and with the timeline and with everything just kind of coming together, because if you've moved, you know that sometimes things can kind of go awry, and so far everything has been fairly smooth sailing. So I'm very grateful for that. The other change that has transpired along with the move is I am now back home full time. I'm not working outside the home anymore. And with me being home, we decided that I was going to take this time to work full time on my channel and the blog, which is, I can't even begin to describe how much of a privilege I take this, because my husband knows and has known since we were dating that this is something that I'm passionate about and that I wanted to pursue, but that's not always something that is a possibility, because you gotta make money so that you can pay bills. And so right now we're allowing me this year to give it a good shot and see if this is something that's viable long term, and that can hopefully generate some income. And if it doesn't, then I'll go back to work. But we're in a place right now where we have the capacity to experiment with this a little bit, which, and again, I'm so incredibly blessed to not only, one, have a husband who is able to support this, but also who is willing and ready and excited for me, and who's super, super supportive on what I want to do with my life. So I'm very, very grateful. So yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm home full time, taking care of the house, so being a homemaker, but also working on this thing that they call content creation, and hopefully it'll turn it into a viable business. So those are the plans. We have some other plans in the works, but I'll save that for another time. And yeah, for those of you who followed along in past to-do list videos, I definitely encourage you to leave some of your to-do list items or your entire to-do list items in the comments below, so we can kind of keep each other accountable and cheer each other on. I'm all here for that. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.